and bonuses that I'm giving you today. In fact, really, if you do it, you'll be able to have all the material downloaded onto your computer within 2 short minutes from now. So really, there's no waiting. There's no having to wait for me to pack and ship something or send it off to you. You'll be able to start digging through the material. I know you want it right now, and that's why I want to make it so easy for you to get. Question number 2, what if it's been a long time since we broke up? Is it too late? No, it's not. This is actually a question I get a lot, both from men and from women. They say, Michael, it's been months, it's been years in some cases. I've actually had folks who have written me and said, Michael, it's been decades since we broke up. I miss my ex-wife so much. How do I get her back? How do I start a conversation with her? There's no time limit on this. And in fact, actually, it can work a little bit better sometimes if there's been a little bit of time to let things calm down a little bit, to let the anger that often accompanies a breakup calm down a little bit. So don't worry about that. If it's been a while, you're still in the game. You can still get them back. It's totally okay. Question number 3, what if she or he is already seeing someone else? This happens quite often. A lot of times folks do move on after a breakup, and I know it can be very, very painful. One of the great things about texting is that it's a way to kind of start a conversation with someone again in a very low commitment way. Calling someone up and saying, do you want to get together for coffee? That's a lot of pressure. It's really hard. It's, a very small amount of time. And with texting, since texting is so private, your man's not going to share his texts with the woman he is seeing. And if it's really important for you guys to get together again, then that makes sense to me. It makes sense for you to fight for that person. It makes sense for you to do what you have to get them back into your life. My girlfriend and I got together when she was actually out with someone else. She was on a date with someone else. They were on a date. They went to a party. We met. Her and I felt amazing attraction for each other, an amazing bond pretty much right off the bat. And we're together now 2 years later. And it was worth it. My friend there, we talked about it. It was okay. They weren't really going anywhere anyway. And to me, it was totally worth it to pursue her because there was so much potential love there. And there is so much love there now. So don't worry about if they're seeing someone else. This can still work for you. Question number 4, was I really on the Rachel Ray show? Yeah, I was. It was a really wacky experience, actually. And it's been a really great experience because it's allowed me the exposure to help so many more people. Thousands of people, millions of people actually saw me on the show when I was on it. And now I've helped so many people since then in their relationships using this wacky text messaging stuff. I was on the Rachel Ray show on February 14th of 2011 for another product of mine called Text the Romance Back, which is, similar kinds of material around building more romance, bringing that romance back into your relationship. It's actually completely different material than what you get in Text Your Ex Back, but around the same ideas. And it was a great experience. They actually flew me out to New York City. I was on the show with Rachel. It was great when I started reading some of the texts that I want to give you in Text Your Ex Back, and women and even men in the audience all started to shiver. My favorite story is when I walked backstage and this huge, 6'5", 300-pound bouncer guy backstage was like, Michael, I just sent those texts you said to my wife, and she wrote back right away. That was awesome. This stuff works. It's based in reality. The reason people love this stuff so much is because it's so easy to do, and I show you exactly what to do. I give you all of the details of what to do. There's really not a lot of thinking involved on your part. And so the Rachel Ray show, great time. Really enjoyed it. Question number 5, can you really trust my guarantee? Yes, and here's why. Obviously, we don't know each other yet. I actually personally hope that as we move forward, we're going to get to know each other better. You're going to, get my emails. You're going to go through the product. You're going to get to know me as a person and feel how sincere I am about really wanting to help you have a better relationship and have better relationships in general. And that really, the guarantee, the reason you can trust it is because it's not really done by me. It's done by Clickbank.com. And they're a company that's been around for over 10 years now, and they process transactions like ours for many, 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 many different companies. They are a very big company, and it's out of my hands. If you want your money back, all you really have to do is go to Clickbank and say, I want my money back, and they'll give it to you. Now, personally, the number of people who ask for guarantees on my product or ask for refunds, very, very low. It does happen. A small number of people basically just decide, hey, this isn't for me. Some people do it because they buy it and with the intention of basically ripping me off. And I allow that. I get past that because I kind of feel like if I help enough people, it's worth that. So yes, you can trust my guarantee. It's really out of my hands, and it's my job to make you happy, not to cause you to be distrustful of me. Question number 6, does this stuff really work? Yeah, it does. I'm always shocked by how well it really does work. Every time I log into my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/michael.c